let's all just take a deep breath and assess the situation here. Okay, this is as much as a pep talk for myself as it is as anything. But what's up? This is Tom Fromming. Thank you for clicking on this video. We're going to talk about the starting pitching market and how it's moved a lot already. Clearly, with the December 1st lockout looming, teams are much more aggressive than they have been in recent MLB off seasons, and guys are moving. Starting pitchers especially are really moving in this market. As you can see here, I've already got up the players who have already signed. These guys are in order. This entire list we're going to go through is all in order of the MLB Trade Rumors top 50 rankings of free agents this winter. And as you can see here, I've got kind of Steven Matz and Alex Cobb starred and italicized because they're apparently close. It was reported earlier today that Alex Cobb and the Giants were progressing along in talks. They re-signed Anthony DeSclafani and Alex Wood today. So I don't know what that has to do with Cobb. Maybe they're out on Cobb now. And then Steven Matz is expected to sign sometime before Thanksgiving is what I've been hearing. But those two guys, I'm just going to put them in already signed. Number one, because they're close. And number two, according to Darren Wolfson of KSTP, the Twins aren't in on either of them. Now, maybe... Who knows? It ain't, nobody's over until they're over, until the ink's dried. So it's not like, I just wanted to make that clear that those two guys are technically still out there. But even so, they're the guys that have officially signed. That's an impressive list of guys for as early as it is here on November 22nd. We know there's a lot of offseason left. We know there's a lot of different avenues in which to acquire players. The Twins maybe could fill the rotation without making a single free agent signing. They could just do it through trades. Well, if you're like me and you've lost some faith and some trust in this front office, more of these names that go that you feel were realistic, the slimmer the path becomes. Because, I did that top 10 free agent targets and I wanted to really get realistic guys. And I did it after Eduardo Rodriguez signed, but I think he probably would have been number 2 on that top 10 list had I'd gotten that together before he signed. Well, DeSclafani and Wood were both on that top 10. Matz and Cobb were also, and this was within the last week I published that. So yeah, I'm a little nervous, but that's why I want to pause and take a look at what else is out there still, what else we got going on. And again, I think I've said most of the offseason, I think the best avenue in which the Twins are going to really improve their rotation is potentially through trades. Now, you have to give something to get something. That's the problem with trades. It's much more comfortable. Let's put it that way. It's much more comfortable to think about just signing free agents than it is with trades. But those were the guys who've already signed. And then at the top of the class, these are the guys who I don't see, for whatever reason, I don't see them as likely to sign with the Twins, either for the salary they're going to make or just where they're at in their career. And so what does that leave of guys in that MLB Trade Rumors top 50? This is it here. And again, the Twins have, in my opinion, 3 rotation spots open. And I think you want to have a 6th starter who's not Randy Dobnak. I think you want 7 starters, including Randy Dobnak. That means, you've got Joe Ryan and Bailey Ober, who are definitely not any kind of sure things themselves. So you want to get 3 guys for sure, and it's uncomfortable. That's how I would put it. I feel uncomfortable right now with what has happened to this point this offseason. Now, if we flip that script, and again, getting into pep talking myself mode, I say, to be honest, if we look at this top 50 list, let's pretend that the Twins sign one guy in this group of 6 that's in the top 50 and sign one guy outside here, which, we know Michael Pineda, some of these other guys, Rich Hill. Some of these other guys are also interesting. James Paxton, he can't stay healthy, but when he's pitched well. I think he's intriguing. But Michael Pineda, he's been a good pitcher for the Twins. So it's not like, let's say if they sign one of these 6 and sign one of these guys, we'll just say Pineda, because again, that's a guy who we can have very concrete in our minds as Twins fans, and then they trade for another starting pitcher. Now, when we get into that line of conversation, I start to feel a little better. start to feel a little less uncomfortable. It most definitely feels better looking at things that way than looking at this list. Because again, there's some guys on this list I really like, and I would have liked for the Twins to sign. Right now, I can't blame any Twins fan for feeling uneasy today, especially with multiple moves going down and multiple more reportedly coming very soon, and none of them expected to be with the Twins. But another concern I have is, the thinner this free agent pool gets, I think the more competition there's going to be for some of these starting pitchers that are potentially on the trade market. Obviously, with the collective bargaining agreement ending on December 1st and a lockup outcoming, this is being treated as a very different offseason than usual. So I don't think we can kind of use previous years' timelines and apply them to this year. It's just not, it's apples to oranges, unfortunately. Thanks for checking out this video. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like and consider subscribing for more Twins talk here on YouTube. Thanks.